Well guys, I haven't done a video for a while, but it's getting colder. We're now into winter and a lot of people leave the machines in the vans or in a shed where it can freeze up and then they damage them. So if you're a mobile detailer, you got the machine in the van all rigged up and screwed down, you can't take it in, this is what you need to do to prevent it freezing up. So once you've finished using the machine and you're ready to put it away, if it's being left in a van or somewhere cold, first thing you want to do is drain the lance. You don't want any water that can block this nozzle or burst the steel tube. You've got to make sure that you release any pressure from the pump itself, and then you want to just turn your water off. Once the water's off and you release all that pressure, you then unscrew your high pressure hose from the front of the machine. Once the hose is done, there's no hoses connected to it, just run the machine. Only needs to be for 5 seconds until it stops spitting out. There'll always be a little bit of water in the pump, but it's never going to be completely dry, but it should be enough not to do any damage. If it was completely sealed with water fully in there, that's when it breaks the pump, it breaks the unloader, it can break all sorts of different things, crush valves, burst seals. So just get as much water as you can out, but don't just leave it running. Once you've disconnected it, the next thing you want to do is get all the water out of the hose. Now, whether you've got a hose reel or whether you've just got a normal hose, the best thing to do is unscrew your gun from the actual hose. And you want to hold the trigger and make sure that there's no water in this gun. If the gun valve freezes, you will end up having to do a repair on this gun. The hose that was connected to the machine, have that as low as possible, and the exit to where it connects to the gun as high as possible, and just wait for the water to drain out. Once this water is completely drained out and there's no more drips coming from the end of this, then you'll have no water in the hose, it won't freeze, so you should be able to literally in the morning just plug it in, turn the machine on, and it'll work. The water hose that goes to the tank or your tap, if you can drain it, it is better to drain it. So I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it saves you a lot of time and effort for it. You've got to remember, it is always better to drain the machine of water so that it can't freeze rather than defrosting it afterwards. Ice is one of the biggest killers of pressure washers. It's a good job that Kranzle has the brass pump on there so you don't get too many problems, but I have seen them completely, the pump's destroyed through ice when it gets really, really cold. So give us a like, thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.